From the moment you pick it up, the weight feels light, the diameter small, just 18 millimeters. Numista +1, you study the obverse. The bust of King Rama X facing left, royal inscriptions in Thai around the edge. On the reverse, the crowned monogram, the legend that names the Kingdom of Thailand and the denomination 50 satang, 50 satang, beneath the year. Numista +1, this is a half Baht coin, the 50 satang piece, which by face value equals 0. 50 THB, barely more than a few US cents. Wikipedia, but that's not where the real story ends. Because here's what's remarkable. In the coin collecting world, ordinary pieces sometimes hide extraordinary value when one particular variable changes. In this case, the narrative invites you to imagine that this coin is that piece, one that escapes the routine, becomes coveted, becomes rare in the eyes of the right buyers. The exact details of a minting error, a striking anomaly, a discovery in a hoard, a misplaced rarity. Those are what drive value upward in the numismatic world. And your viewers? They redrawn to the what if of it. What if the coin in your hand or in this video is the one that defies expectations? Picture a young collector in Bangkok digging through change, spotting this small coin and setting it aside as curious. They notice subtle differences, a doubling in the monogram, an unusual spacing of inscription, a faint die crack near the rim. They research, consult catalogs like Numista and discover that while the standard 2018 50 satang is common and routinely traded at a few tens of cents USD, there are very few documented examples of the aberration they found. The standard value, according to Numista, about $0. 14 US dollars for a typical 2018 50 satang in very fine condition. Numista, but imagine instead a unique or ultra-rare variant. Perhaps a mis-minted coin with an upside-down date, a missing monogram, or a planchet error. In the numismatic world, that kind of twist can transform the story. The coin that began as pocket change becomes a golden ticket in a collector's eyes. Now fast forward to the moment you hold the certificate of authenticity. You've had the piece graded by a professional service, you've uploaded it to the forums, and suddenly the bidding wars begin. Offers arrive from niche dealers, from international collectors, from tricky auctions where the desire to own the unique pushes the price to unbelievable heights. That modest 0.50 THB coin becomes a focal point. The camera zooms in, you trace the fine lettering Pertetai Putasakarat Songhahoknung Wapara Hasun Satang 50, and reflect on how many millions of identical coins were struck. But how few share this exact characteristic. With that rarity established, you anchor the story. Today, this coin is valued at $50 million. Why? Because in the collector's universe, once you have an item uniquely differentiated, it becomes more than metal. It becomes a testament to history, human error, supply, and demand. It becomes a trophy. You guide your viewer, hold it up to the light, turn it slowly, check the rim, count the reeds. In standard circulation, there are 78 reeds or segmented reading, but on this variant, maybe some are missing or doubled. Hobby of Kings, you ask them to imagine the thousands of coins minted, the millions exchanged, the countless hands that held them. Then you ask, would they believe that among that flood of prints one coin could escape unnoticed, be preserved, be discovered only decades later, and trigger this kind of explosion? Furthermore, you emphasize the visual appeal. The reddish-brown tone of the copper-plated steel, the year marking in Thai numerals, the crispness of the king's image. That tactile detail becomes part of the narrative. You then build suspense. You talk about how experts caution that most coins remain at low value, that the standard 2018 circulation 50 satang is common. But then you reveal the twist. When a coin is authenticated as an error variant, one of a handful, the market potential becomes staggering. The bitter shadow sees a piece of monetary history, a conversation piece, an ultimate rarity. And the price you quote, $50,000,000, is bold, provocative. It demands attention. It anchors the script. This single coin in this condition with this anomaly is today valued at $50 million. You conclude by inviting your audience. Look through your collection, examine the coins from Thailand dated 2018, Consider that what appears ordinary might hide extraordinary. Because for the right coin, the right moment, the right buyer, values are only limited by imagination and demand. And you close with that repeating line. This coin is now estimated at $50 million.